Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome again for Algebra 2 and the lesson about absolute value equations and inequalities. And this is the part 1 of the lesson. And this is the lesson number 6 in chapter 1. The objective of this lesson is to write and solve equations and inequalities involving absolute value. Mind map of the lesson: absolute value equations and inequalities. We have divided into two parts: solving absolute value equations and solving absolute value inequalities. Okay. The absolute value of a real number x, written absolute value x with this symbol, is its distance from 0 on the number line. And that means the absolute value of 5 is equal 5 and the absolute value of negative 5 is equal 5. So the distance couldn't be negative. It should be 5 units, 3 units, 6 units, like this. Okay, so it's impossible to get distance with negative. Both 5 and minus 5 are 5 units from 0, as I said. Now solving an absolute value equation. Example number 1. What is the solution of the following equation? Here we have absolute value of 2x minus 5 is equal to 1. So 2x minus 5 is equal to 1, or 2x minus 5 is equal to negative 1. Okay, so sometimes take it positive 1 and sometimes take it negative 1. Now we have two equations. We have to find the value of x, or we have to solve the equations, this one and this one. For the first one, plus 5 and plus 5 here, then we will get 6 and he will get 2x. Also here plus 5 and plus 5, we will get minus 1 plus 5, 4. So we have 2x is equal to 6 and we have 2x is equal to 4. Then we divide it by 2, divided by 2, we'll get x is equal 3 or x is equal 2, because also here we divided by 2 for both sides, for 4 and for 2x. So these are the solutions of this equation. X is equal to 3. Example number 2. What is the solution, or what's the solution of the following equation? Here we have absolute value of 3x plus 2 is equal to 4. Remember that. Sometimes take positive 4 and sometimes take it negative 4. So 3x plus 2 is equal to 4, or 3x plus 2 is equal to negative 4. Now we have two equations, we have to solve them. Minus 2 here and minus 2 here. Also minus 2 here and minus 2 here. So we will get 3x is equal to, because 4 minus 2 is equal to, and here we have minus 4 minus 2 is minus 6. Now divided by 3 for both equations. 3x divided by 3 is x, and we have here 2 over 3, and the other equation 3x divided by 3 and minus 6 divided by 3 is equal minus 2. So we have the value x is equal to 2 over 3, or x is equal negative 2. And the example number 3. What is the solution of the following equation? Here we have number multiplied by the absolute value. So we have 3 times x plus 2. Also we have minus 1 outside the absolute symbol. Okay, so we have 3 times absolute value of x plus 2 minus 1 is equal to 8. So first step, get rid of the numbers here and here. So plus 1 for both sides, plus 1, we will get 9, and we will get 3 times x plus 2. Okay, then to get rid of this number, divided by 3. and also here divided by 3, then we will get just absolute value of x plus 2 is equal to 3, and this is the main equation as the previous examples. Now take x plus 2 is equal sometimes 3, and x plus 2 is equal to negative 3. Okay, so we have two linear equations here, minus 2 here and minus 2 here. So minus 2 here, 2 minus 2 is equal 0, so we get x is equal 3 minus 2. 3 minus 2 is equal 1. And here we have minus 3 minus 2 minus 5. So we will get x is equal 1, or x is equal minus 5. So example number 4, what is the solution of the following equation? We have 2 times absolute value x plus 9 plus 3 is equal to 7. Now first step, minus 3 for both sides, then we will get 7 minus 3 is equal to 4. Okay, and here we have minus 3 with 3, 0. Now divided by 2 for both sides, we get x plus 9 is equal to 4. So absolute value of x plus 9 is equal to 4 over 2, which is 2. Okay, now take x plus 9 is equal to 2, and x plus 9 is equal minus 2. Here we have x plus 9 is equal to, or x plus 9 is equal to negative 2. Minus 9 minus 9, also minus 9 minus 9 for both sides. So here we have x is equal 2 minus 9 is minus 7, and here we have minus 2 minus 9 minus 11. Okay, so these are the solutions of the equation. Checking for extraneous solutions. So an extraneous solution is a solution derived from an original equation that is not a solution of the original equation. Okay, so sometimes we get solutions, but when we check for the main or for the original equation, we will find that, or we will discover that these solutions are not real solutions, so we call them extraneous solutions. Okay, so the extraneous solution is a solution derived from an original equation, but not a solution of original equation. Okay, now checking for extraneous solutions. Example number 5, what is the solution of the following equation, and check for extraneous solutions. So we have here the absolute value of 3x plus 2 is equal to 4x plus 5. So we have to take it sometimes positive and sometimes negative. So we have 3x plus 2 is equal positive 4x plus 5, or 3x plus 2 is equal negative 4x plus 5. And when we distribute negative, we will get minus 4x minus 5 here. Okay, so we have here 3x, take it to the other side and change the sign of it. Okay, so here 3x, take it to the other side and change the sign from positive to negative. Then we have 4x minus 3x in this side, and 5 positive 5, take it to the other side and change the sign to negative. So we have minus 5 plus 2 is equal to minus 3 is equal x. Okay, and here we have 3x plus 2 is equal to minus 4x minus 5. Now put values together and put the numbers together. So take minus 4x to the other side, we'll get 3x plus 4x. So we will get 3x plus 4x, 7x, and take 2 to other side will be negative. So we have minus 2 minus 5 is equal minus 7. And for the other side, we have x is equal minus 3, or x is equal minus 1, because here divided by 7 to get minus 1 to get x. So we have two solutions, or two values of x. X is equal minus 3, or we have to check for the extraneous solution. Okay, so check for x is equal minus 3. Is this part equal to this part? We will see. So substitute the value of x with minus 3. We will get here 3 times minus 3 plus 2. 3 times minus 3 is minus 9 plus 2 is minus 7. And in the other side 4 times minus 3 is equal minus 12 plus 5. So here we have minus 12 plus 5 minus 7, and here we have minus 9 plus 2 is equal absolute value of minus 7. So is absolute value of minus 7 is equal to absolute value to minus 7? No, impossible, because absolute value of minus 7 is equal to 7. So it's impossible to be equal to minus 7. And so in this case we call x is equal minus 3 extraneous solution, or doesn't satisfy the original equation. So the negative 3 is an extraneous solution. Okay. And the same example, but here we have to check for x is equal minus 1. Okay, so we will check for x is equal minus 1. Substitute the value of minus 1 here, so we get 3 times minus 1 plus 2, and here we have 4 times minus 1 plus 5. So minus 3 plus 2, it is minus 1, and absolute value of minus 1 is 1. Is it equal to minus 4 plus 5? Minus 4 plus 5 is 1. So the absolute value of minus 1 is 1, is equal to 1. So this value of x, when x is equal minus 1, is a real solution of the equation. Okay, so because since x is equal minus 1 satisfies the original equation, minus 1 is the solution of. So this is the end of our lesson today. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you.